With Pikmin all picked up, it's time to move on making good on my goals. Hey guys, Dimension Gamer 2.0 here, bringing you the announcement of my next Let's Play. Now, if you had watched my future goals and plans video, then you know that there's been some games I've been wanting to play again via the Scaretastic Vidathon games. I had left out some of the content in those games deliberately, so that when it came time to play them for the actual Let's Play, there was some new stuff to see. But the problem was, at the time, I was currently going through Pikmin. But Pikmin is done now. So I think it's time that I start making good on those plans. And I'm excited to announce that my next Let's Play will be the start of these actual playthroughs of the Scaretastic Vidathon games. Now, which Scaretastic Vidathon game am I going to be starting with? Well, grab some pizza, take a seat, and watch, because it's showtime.
Settled in on your first night. I actually worked in that office before you. I'm finishing up my last week now, as a matter of fact, so I know it can be a bit overwhelming, but I'm here to tell you there's nothing to worry about. You'll be fine. So let's just focus on getting you through your first week, okay? Let's see. First, there's an introductory greeting from the company that I'm supposed to read. It's kind of a legal thing, you know. Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, a magical place for kids and grown-ups alike, where fantasy and fun come to life. Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for damage to property or person. Upon discovering that damage or death have occurred, a missing person report will be filed within 90 days, or as soon as property and premises have been thoroughly cleaned and bleached, and the carpets have been replaced. Blah, blah, blah. Now, that might sound bad, I know, but there's really nothing to worry about. The animatronic characters here do get a bit quirky at night, but do I blame them? No. If I were forced to sing those same stupid songs for 20 years and I never got a bath, I'd probably be a bit irritable at night too. So remember, these characters hold a special place in the hearts of children, and we need to show them a little respect, right? Okay. So just be aware, the characters do tend to wander a bit. They're left in some kind of free roaming mode at night. Something about their servos locking up if they get turned off for too long. They used to be allowed to walk around during the day too, but then there was the bite of 87. Yeah. It's amazing that the human body can live without the frontal lobe, you know. Now, concerning your safety, the only real risk to you as a night watchman here, if any, is the fact that these characters, if they happen to see you after hours, they'll most likely see you as a metal endoskeleton without its costume on. Now, since that's against the rules here at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, they'll probably try to forcefully stuff you inside a Freddy Fazbear suit. Now, that wouldn't be so bad if the suits themselves weren't filled with cross beams, wired, animatronic devices, especially around the facial area. So you can imagine how having your head forcefully pressed inside one of those could cause a bit of discomfort and death. The only parts of you that would likely see the light of day again would be your eyeballs and teeth that pop out the front of the mask. Yeah, they don't tell you these things when you sign up. But hey, First Station of the Breeze, I'll chat with you tomorrow. Check those cameras, and remember to close the doors only if absolutely necessary. Gotta conserve power. Alright, good night.
The first Scaretastic Vidathon game to get an actual Let's Play is going to be of Five Nights at Freddy's 1, a game from the very first Scaretastic Vidathon series I did. Now, there were a few factors that went into this choice. The first factor was being that I wanted to do a game I was okay with doing alone. And what I mean by that is games like The Park and Among the Sleep, I already know what I want to do and where to go. I know the puzzles, I know what's going on. So I feel like just watching me do all that again wouldn't be all that exciting. When those games are more spooky than anything else, there's not really any danger in them that you have to avoid. So I feel like if I'm the one that plays them again, it's going to feel like the exact same thing, and it's going to get boring pretty quick. So I'd like to have somebody else play them instead. I'll be there for commentary, but I'd like for somebody else to play them so it's more of an original experience, and that'll make it at least a little bit more exciting to watch again. Now, Witch's House 3 from Scaretastic Vidathon 3... Did I say Witch's House 3? Witch's House from Scaretastic Vidathon 3, while it has danger in it, I already know what to do and can get through it pretty quick. Now, it does have a hard or expert difficulty, I don't remember what it labeled it as, that I would like to play through, but I would like to have somebody who's unfamiliar with the game play through it first on normal, because it is a little bit tougher than easy, and that was just a fun game, and I'd like to see other people play it as well. So I'd like to have somebody with me to do that. Plus, dual commentary is always more fun, and it's nice when you have somebody who can laugh at you when you mess up in a game. And it's just how I really want to go about it. Now, as for the Resident Evil series, which was pretty popular on my channel, that was getting me quite a bit of attention. I want to do those games with Jesse. He's a big fan of the series. I know he'd like to be a part of those games. And both of us kind of already have a lot going on, both in our personal lives, as well as the stuff that we already have in the works. We want to get that stuff done. We need our lives to kind of calm down a little bit. And then we can get to that. I do hope to start that this year, though. So that is a plan to have an actual Let's Play of Resident Evil 1 happen this year. Maybe even Resident Evil 2 for Scaretastic Vidathon. I'm not quite sure yet. We haven't gotten that far ahead. We're still trying to finish Corpse Party from the last Scaretastic Vidathon. One of the things we've been trying. Believe me, we've been trying. We've just had a lot going on. And finally, the last Scaretastic Vidathon game I'd like to talk about is the Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, that game is just purely dialogue between, 5 characters. And while it was okay having just me read it the first time, I definitely would like to have some other people with me to read for the other characters. One for each person. Which is, unfortunately, a little more difficult than you'd think. But that is how I want to go about that game as well, because I feel like it'd be a little more entertaining hearing other voices, not just my robotic-like voice from time to time. Dull. It's kind of the same with this Corpse Party game from Scaretastic Vidathon 2. We'd like to have some other people with us, because me and Jesse already know what's going to happen. We already know what to do. So I feel like having some other people there to either play or at least read would make things be a little more entertaining. So with all this in mind, starting with Five Nights at Freddy's 1 just seemed like the most logical choice that I can do. Most logical choice I can do. It's a game I can do on my own. It's short, because I really need some shorter series right now so I can get caught up without having to take a break, which is another goal, avoiding breaks. I almost started the year having to take a break. I managed to avoid that by putting in a few extra hours into editing. And definitely a big thanks to Jesse for uploading a bunch of videos. Had he not done that, I would have had to have taken a break. So, thank you, Jesse. That helped out a lot. And then it also doesn't help that my job has been extremely busy this month. And when I come home, I'm exhausted. I stand on my feet on a cement floor for 12 hours. And I stand in place, too. So it's not even like I get to move around and, keep my knees from getting stiff or anything. It makes for a long day. So, as you can imagine, when I come home, I especially don't want to sit down and do a whole bunch of work. I just want to sit down and relax. I'm actually planning a time in February and March to just take a couple days off and just not worry about work, not worry about housework besides taking care of the cats, not doing any channel work, not even recording. Just fun, relaxing, And I'm very excited about it. I've had quite a few people tell me I don't know how to have fun anymore. Jesse especially tells me this. But I've had a lot of people telling me I've got too much on my plate. And especially I've had a few people, few of you guys in... See, I'm tired. I've had a few people in the comments tell me that it seems like I do too much and I need to slow down a bit. And I have considered doing that, but I don't like that. I like the amount of videos I get out. Yes, I know it keeps me busy, but I do like it. And I thought about slowing down on HoloCure. But at the same time, if I slow down on it, I'm not going to get done. I know another update is coming. I want to try to be closer to done by the time that comes out. And I've still got a lot on it I want to do, and I am making good progress on it. And once I get done with Hollow House, that will actually help a lot. As it will actually, because I have a board marked down with what video I play as who, and when I play Hollow House, every 5 videos marked down. And when I have nothing else left to do in Hollow House, I can just mark all those off. And that will really help. Honestly, and I don't know for sure, I'm hoping to only maybe have like 3 or 4 more Hollow House videos before the update. What? Anyway, now, before we end things off, I do want to actually go ahead and talk about the February schedule. So let me go ahead and bring that up real quick. Now, the reason I'm doing this now is because the February schedule comes up at the time of uploading this video. It comes up in like 2 days. 2-3 days, I think it is. And that's just going to be a short video. It's going to be like, hey, this is February, blah, blah, blah. So I figured, why not just go ahead and do it now while I'm doing this kind of a video anyway. So February. As you can see, FNAF is planned to have 10 parts. This could change. It might be a little less, but right now it is intended to have 10 parts. HoloCure is still going to go Monday, Wednesday, Friday. No change there. With Dimension of Memories on Saturdays, a random video on Sundays. Now, 2 small changes I do want to talk about is, if you look on the bottom, you see the next Let's Play announcement is on the 25th, which is a Sunday. From now on, Let's Play announcements will always take place on Sundays. There will be... Alright, so hold on, let me back up a little bit. As we can see, Five Nights at Freddy's 1, Part 10, the final part, is on the 12th. I'll let the rest of the week go out, and then I'll have a full week where I don't have any other Let's Play going on. This is to help me get started, the next Let's Play started. So then on the 25th is when the next Let's Play announcement starts. I'm doing this on Sundays from now on so that we have, when the next Let's Play starts, we have a video on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We don't start on the first part on like a Wednesday, and then it's 1, 2, 3, no video, 4, 5, 6. I'm just trying to, I wanted to have 5 videos before it takes a break because of the weekend. This is something I'm just going to try. See how I like it. Now, the next little change I'm making is here on the schedule itself. As you can see, I did not go ahead and put question marks Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, Part 4. Because honestly, a lot of the time, I don't know what's going to be the next game I'm going to play. And let's say that this... okay, let's make an example. Let's say the next Let's Play started on February 5th and it ended on the 8th. Well, then I would put, I finish off Friday, Saturday, and then go a week. So it'd be the 18th the next Let's Play would go up. And then I'd put question marks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then the next week, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But I don't even know how long it's going to be. So I want to try to avoid that. So basically, I'm just trying to be a little more accurate. If you managed to follow along with my explanation. And if you did, kudos to you. But, anyway, that's everything I wanted to talk about. So, Five Nights at Freddy's 1 starts tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you then.